Hello everybody, my name is Nicholas, I'm with Redshift. In this video we're going to show you some live rendering in XSI. So we're running Softimage 2012 Service Pack 1, 64-bit on Windows 7. And we've got the classroom scene here loaded. Some of you might be familiar with it from the XSI mailing list. So we're going to go ahead and first just do a straight up render. So this is using the Irradiance point cloud for secondary bounces and the Irradiance cache for the primaries. And as you can see, it's chewing through this scene very quickly. It's almost done the Irradiance cache already. So in fact, you can actually get even better, faster times with this by turning down your settings a bit. This is using quite high settings. So if you're just previewing and you don't need absolutely perfect results, you could get even faster render times. But as you can see that even with these high settings, it's almost done here. And in fact, this scene isn't even using portal lights, and portal lights would definitely help this scene clean up even quicker. So there we go, it's done. So that was great. Next thing we're going to do is turn on progressive rendering. And in this mode, we're going to be able to do some live edits and have the scene update very quickly, give us really quick feedback. So as you can see, it started off a little bit noisy, or quite noisy, but cleaned up very quickly. Now I'm going to move the sun lower in the sky to get more of a sunset effect. And you can see we get a really good idea of what that's going to look like in our final render very, very quickly. So I'm going to move it back up just a tiny bit, just to give some more light in the room, just so we can see what's going on. And I'm going to go ahead and add some geometry in here, show you some material tweaking. So I've added a sphere. I'm going to shrink it a little bit and tessellate it some. And I'm going to move it closer to the middle of the room so that we can see it better. I'll go ahead and check out the material here on this guy. And let's add a standard architectural. And go ahead and make this, let's move these so we can see the sphere. We're going to go ahead and make this very reflective. I'm just going to change some settings real quick here. This is not meant to look great, this is just to demonstrate, so I'm going to make it transparent as well. So there we go, we've got a glass type ball there. And let's go ahead and set some keys. We'll show you some motion blur. So let's move it here to one side, key, other side. As you can probably tell, I'm not an artist, but it'll have to do. Of course, I keyed on the same frame, so let's try that again. Move it over, key. That's better. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on motion blur. And I'm going to increase the frame time just to exaggerate the effect so that you can see. But you can see the sphere is now blurry back there. In fact, maybe even too blurry. So let's just dial that back a little bit. There we go. And that's about it. So let's finish up by just doing a final render here and turn off progressive rendering and let it rip through. You can see we're doing Irradiance cache here. At this point, the motion blur is looking pretty grainy, but it's going to clean up nicely in the final render pass with our relatively high AA settings. So I hope this video gives you a good idea of the capabilities of Redshift and gives you a good idea of what kind of speed you can expect. Thanks for watching.